Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your What's Cracking reading. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for all the support you give me right the way through. I won't elaborate, everything. If you're interested in personal readings with me, donating or gifting to the channel, everything is in the box below. And thank you for those who have been gifting me, and I've had quite a lot of donations in the last couple of weeks, so I so appreciate it. Thank you so much. It does help me, of course, because I get to buy more tarot decks. That's always good, right? Some people still talking about the sound. I changed the sound from my own iPad to taping directly to YouTube. And it's really funny because I have other people now saying it doesn't sound. So there's just nothing I can do. YouTube have some sort of, I don't know, algorithm problem. And they keep the ads loud, so they can do it. So I'm not quite sure why it happens that way. I think it may be somehow a little trick to get you to buy subscription to YouTube, perhaps. Anyway, moving on from that. I go live on YouTube and Instagram, Wednesday on YouTube, Friday on Instagram, both 12 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Saving Time. And I do once a month mini reads on Facebook, and the next one I think is the 14th of November, if I remember rightly, which is now going to the Saturday. So I'm trying to get a little bit organised with time now. And I made a decision not to do fairs or go back to doing fairs this year. I'm going to stay with the coaching, and I hope to build that up as much as I can. It's being very well received. I've had some beautiful feedback. I am posting the feedback for anyone who's sort of sittering, just made up a new word, for anyone who's sitting on the fence thinking, do I do this or don't I do this? I'll post some feedback for you. I'm using the Cosmic Tarot for your reading. If you want to know anything about the life coaching, just flip me an email. All right. I feel like there's something else too. I can't think what it is. I've been doing so much work on myself lately. It's always like I say to people, it's like you get through one lot of learning and then something else steps in and sort of says, you know what, you've got issues or you've got problems with this. You need to go back to the drawing board and work on that side of yourself now. So I've been doing a lot of work, and I'm posting some of that stuff on my Facebook page. So if you're interested in doing inner child work, shadow work, dark night of the soul work, I'm posting now on the page there. I'm still trying to get back to the coaching channel because I really want to launch it, but has been quite sort of intense at the moment. So once I get back to that, then I'll start to do some work with you. So, all right. I might get back to doing some meditation groups or something as well to help you with some of that. Okay, interesting. Devil energy. All right, devil energy. I love the devil card. Not just because I'm Capricorn, but because the devil energy is so diverse, you know, in the tarot deck. The devil energy can come up, you know, with relationships that are narcissistic or toxic. So it can sort of represent toxicity, but it represents the extremes of things. So, you know, extremes. What do we talk about? Porn, addiction, alcoholism, drug addiction, but it also talks about things like codependency, extremes of behavior, addiction to people, addiction to love, sex. And the reason being, the devil represents the ego. So it represents those dark, sort of hidden parts of us, I guess, is the best way to put it, which with inner child work is a lot of what most of us deal with. Some of this stuff sort of is about how the ego is developed, how it develops with this really from other people's ideas, not your own. So you're born as a new baby, as a clean slate, basically. You might bring some stuff, DNA with you. There may be past life karma that comes through with you, but at the end of the day, you're basically clean when you come into the world. You're pure, you're perfect. And you're imprinted. by your family, your friends, your school, governments. And nowadays, of course, we have things like social media. We have, you know, a lot of influences on us now. And for some of us, this has proven to be an incredibly great time with all the technology, because we get to go back and do the work we should have been doing a long time ago, but perhaps didn't have that opportunity. So the devil energy represents hiding things too, you know, like hiding your feelings, deep-seated feelings. This is all devil energy coming through. So why is it being shown today? Okay, this is really, really nice. So we have a rebirth coming through. So somehow or another, some of you are working on your own addictions, your own shortcomings, you know, whatever it is for you, you're sort of gleaning an understanding of how this affects you in your life. And some of you are now, you've done some work, maybe clearing the energy, understanding the ego, and you're moving into this sort of rebirth, the coming back like the phoenix coming out of the fire. Okay, and because of that, wishes are coming in now. I love this. This is beautiful energy. The Nine of Cups talks about wishes coming true. So maybe in your life you've been held back by things that you haven't acknowledged or you haven't realized. And because I'm part of a collective with all of you, I so relate to this energy of holding yourself back for things that probably weren't right for you, but not really understanding because of this sort of energy here. So the Nine of Cups says wishes are now coming true. There seems to be some communication here from a fire sign. And there needs to be some sort of truth spoken. So you could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Now, it could be whoever this person is has gone through their own dark night of the soul, Hierophant there. They may have separated from a relationship here. But whoever this person is now has perhaps sort of slipped back the curtain and had a peek into the 5D world and realised that their existence wasn't exactly what they wanted. So they're starting to see beyond the veil. Whoever this person is may have cut things out of their life here to be able to move forward. There seems to have been some sort of decision that needed to be made, which caused a lot of conflict, but that's done now. So whatever this is, whatever they've cleared from their life, they are ready to make a move forward. Now, this could be your energy as well. If you're coming from this devil energy and you've been doing this work and rebirthing yourself, it's very possible that you're ready to sort of go out into the world now and bring those wishes to you. Once you clear this energy, once you clear this sort of ego energy, you open yourself up to manifestation. So I'm surprised the Magician's not there really, but we'll see. All right, so we have the Magician. Oh my God. I swear to goodness, it just blows me away every time here. Like, I'm just about to sort of burst out crying. The Magician is a card that talks of, okay, just let me gather myself here. See, I don't never get used to this energy. I am still so humbled by this. The Magician is a card that talks of being able to manifest, being able to bring in what you want. This is a really powerful energy here that you're feeling, a very powerful energy. And what you've done here, which I try to explain to people when they're doing inner child work, when you're a child, people say things to you that they're not who you are, but you believe them because you're a child and they're an adult, and people preach to you and speak to you of things that you are and you are not, and you believe that. You believe that. That's okay. But what happens is your beliefs then stop you from understanding who you truly are and how powerful you actually are. And the Magician here is just letting you know that you actually have this incredible power within you. Don't let other people's beliefs and ideas hold you back from manifesting the life you want. It's just not what's right for you. Okie dokie. I'm not going to predict the next card. 7 of Wands coming through. I love this. Oh, goodness gracious. It's not good for my emotions, though. We have the Star card coming through here. Holy dooly. I've got a hair molting on the table. Okay, I'm going to go right through and put 4 cards down. I need to get what this energy is needing to tell you. I need to get you Really up on this. It's so important. There's this feeling here with the Seven of Wands, and you know what this is sort of like, how would you say? It's like a natural reaction. When something's overwhelming, if you're feeling feelings, if you're overcome by emotions, if you are in a position where you feel vulnerable, you tend to fight against it. This is a card of denial. It's sort of this energy of, you know, not believing things coming at you, perhaps when they are true. Perhaps you're so stuck in this energy of what you know that when new things come through, you may question this energy, okay? So if I said to you, you could manifest something incredibly beautiful, you might be like, how can I do that? You may be in this negative mindset where you've learned that you don't deserve something, for example. Maybe when you were young, you were told you didn't deserve things, you'll never amount to anything, you're never going to be successful, all this sort of stuff. And what happens here is you grow up believing what other people have told you. And when other people come in here and say, actually, you're this incredible, powerful being who has so much control over the universe, you'll defend yourself. And the reason you do that is not just because of fear, it's because fear of failure kicks in. Now, I'm not a fan of the word failure because I think that when we don't get something right, it teaches us how to do it differently next time. But there's a fear here of not getting what you want. So all the time the doubt is there, you're creating this energy. So it's like you're perpetuating energy that's been in your, I guess, in your psyche for a long time. The Star card is here. And the Star card talks about faith and healing, trusting. And this is where you need to get to. This is about you understanding that you have to have faith that the universe is providing for you. You have to have faith and trust that it's coming. And you need to stay in that energy. And if you start to doubt, then you go back to finding your faith again. You have to trust that the universe has your best interest at heart, because you're about to close out this cycle of negative thinking, of this, I don't deserve this, it isn't for me, and that sort of energy. Just excuse me a moment. Oh, you can't see me blow my nose anyway, which is just as well. Okay, so we have the High Priestess coming through. There's quite a few major arcanas coming through. Nine of Swords. This is the going backwards and forwards energy, and there's the Truth, okay? My favourite ace, as I always say, the Truth. Yeah, I know, I do have a Wilma Flintstone laugh. I don't know where I got it from. I probably inherited it from someone. So what we have here is this awakening of your own psyche. So this is an awakening of your, it's awakening of your truth, okay? It's seeing things for what they are. It's being able to see beyond who you are. It's being able to see potential. It's seeing your truth. It's seeing who you were when you were born without all of the ego stuff here. It's a rebirth of you. Now, the thing is, I see this Nine of Swords and I think this is uncomfortable energy. You know, I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like. It's tough. And I have people say to me sometimes, this is really tough. Yes, it is. But the rewards at the end of it are so incredible. And what happens is when you start to feel how good you can feel, all of a sudden, those bad stuff things just fall away. So you have less and less anxiety. You have less and less down days. And it's hard because there are times when you think, wow, I just want to go back to the way things were. But you really never can. Because once you've glimpsed beyond, it's impossible to go back. Because you know what's in front of you. And you know you have to do the work to get there. And sometimes that means facing up to your fears, facing up to the energies around you that you don't want to deal with. It breaks down relationships. It makes you move away from people. But look, moving away from things. Six of Swords. So there'll be things you have to move away from. Okay, so we have the Princess of Swords coming through and the Prince of Pentacles coming here. I love the Prince of Pentacles because it always sort of implies that whatever you're getting here in the way of a message or a gift is something that's going to be very impactful on your life. And there seems to be something here that's being presented to you here as a result of you standing in your truth, of you understanding your true power. Something you've wanted to manifest. Maybe you've been, doing the work to manifest this thing and wondering why it wasn't coming through for you. Now, some of you, it could be, ideal jobs. It could be, ideal careers. It could be person. It could be romance. It could be love for you. But something you've been trying to manifest for a very long time has been stuck because you've needed to release the past energies to allow this thing to move towards you. And when you're releasing the past energy, yes, it causes a lot of pain, but the return, the result, the outcome for you is that you're going to let everything that you've known go. You're going to become this new person because you're going to let go of all these fears, this anger, this envy, this jealousy, whatever it is that's been holding you back. All of those emotions that were not yours. They were not yours. Someone taught you. Someone showed you. And you took them on. So all of that's going here with this devil energy, and there's a rebirth. We're rebirthing the phoenix here, which means your dreams, your wishes are coming true. There seems to be some sort of communication coming in from somebody here. Now, in regards to what's coming in for you, which is a gift from the universe, for some of you, this could be about money. It could be about friendship. It could be about relationship. But something here is moving you to a new time. The Hierophant for me is like, absolutely, this sort of inner religious thing. We see the Hierophant as outer religion or traditional religion, but I see it as having some sort of birth of something new within yourself, which creates a beautiful, stable energy that helps you to see forward. All right, we're going to go with the Starseed Oracle. I was like, what oracle deck to use today? Thanks, Rebecca Campbell. This is a beautiful deck. All right, we have Star Bathing, which is light body, crystal grid, transmission activation. Oh, you're activating here. Star Bathing. The stars are constantly showering emanations onto the crystalline grid of the earth. When things are up to balance, the planet when things are in balance, the planet also sends information back up to the stars. Many starseeds have come to Earth at this time to help shift the planet vibrationally, to activate the ancient codes of wisdom that humanity has forgotten, and all of that information is stored in the crystalline grid. If you pull this card, you may be being called to begin working with the stars and the crystalline grid of the Earth. Some people believe that the crystalline grid of the Earth anchors divine cosmic frequencies onto the planet. You may be guided to journey to particular places on Earth to unlock these cosmic codes with your presence. You may also be interested in a practice called star bathing. So you can actually find out about that at Starseed Oracle on the internet if you're looking for it. This card commonly arises because you're here to connect with the grid of the earth, either in your hometown or by traveling to other places without quite knowing why. It can also mean that your light body, the energy body in its highest form, is being activated. If this resonates, take extra things slow in order to integrate this change of vibration. I think this is what you're moving into here with the Ace of Swords. I'm just going to read you the little activation under here because I think it's really important. It says, I open myself up to receiving the wisdom of the crystalline grid beneath me. May the stars and the earth inform and heal me, and as they do, may it heal the earth too. So there's some sort of healing here being offered to you that's going to help you to move into this new version of you. Have a wonderful day.